Welcome back to SoundBites. This is the show where I, Rock Samson, and a guest get handed a recipe without knowing what we're actually making until the end. Also, I still can't cook at all. But this isn't really about the food. It's about the people behind the music, the artists, the producers, creators, and weird brains shaping the sound we live with. This episode's powered by pros at LA Recording, helping artists, engineers, and producers connect and get paid. Book a pro or become one today at pros.larecording.com. Today's guest has spent years making music that feels emotional, cinematic, heavy, and delicate, sometimes all at once. Whether you know him from Team Sleep, Antiquant, or the many other projects he's touched, Todd Wilkinson has always made work that feels deeply intentional, like there's something hidden underneath it. Todd, get up here. Line! So we got our first card. We're gonna read the instructions. First, we're gonna bring a large pot of salted water to a boil. While we wait for that to boil, we're gonna also crack some eggs, mince some garlic, slice some scallions, keep separate from the garlic, slice some mushrooms, and thinly sliced chicken. And then, in a bowl, we're gonna mix soy sauce, rice vinegar, sesame oil, thank you, honey, and minced garlic. Leave most for later.
Can we get it?
Oh, yeah. So when you were younger, what kind of stuff pulled you in creatively? Well, I'll just let that happen first. Oh my goodness.
I don't know. I think probably like just like being physically active. It's like there's a lot of kids in my neighborhood, a lot of boys in my neighborhood, and I think just going out into the street and just like trying to build things like plywood and stacking bricks on top of each other and trying to ride bikes over it and falling down and bleeding everywhere.
Hell yeah.
Those are the things I was into.
Pre-cell phones and all that jazz.
Thank you very much. I'm very grateful for that. We're making some kind of like a pancake.
Oh man. Yeah, you want to put a wage on what we're doing? Hold on, there's like chicken. There's all sorts of stuff.
Okay, I feel like we're making some kind of Korean pancake thing.
Okay, let's go.
Like one of the most satisfying things in the world is if you take broke like eggshells like that,
yeah,
and you put them in a paper towel and you crack it. That's the type of shit I'm into.
Did music feel like an escape, a puzzle, or like something else entirely when you were first like getting into it?
I think because I was like one of the youngest kids in my neighborhood, it felt like a key to like the next step in the world and just like an introduction into like parts of the world that I didn't know about. There was just a lot of people around me that were adventurous in a lot of ways, and musically being one of those ways. So I think I had like a lot of things presented to me. I also know that like my mom was just like music that my mom would listen to around the house was cool, and like so it was a lot of different things. And then like once I started going to school around different neighborhoods, seeing what kids were into. So I think it's just always been just like opening up different worlds.
Yeah. What was your mom listening to?
Al Green.
Fuck, that's sick.
I mean, sometimes like I heard this song by Todd Rundgren the other day. Actually, one of my students told me to listen to it. It's Hello, I'm Here.
Hello, it's me.
Hello, it's me. That's one of the best fucking songs that has ever been made. And it's so like, it makes you feel like your life is like on like a grand scale. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love that song. And so I must have heard that when I was a little kid. And then I think Steely Dan.
Fuck yeah.
Like those records sound so good. Like I listened to Peg the other day. Like that fucking song is perfect.
My mom, God bless her, she was listening to some horrible shit.
Can we call her and tell her?
Oh, dude, I've told her. How much garlic am I mincing? All of it?
All of it.
God damn it, that's going to take a minute. Okay. I swear.
Sometimes you get it, and then sometimes you don't.
Give me that. There we go. Oh, that's so much better. Hell yeah. Was there a moment where the sound became emotional for you instead of just like entertainment?
As I got into like middle school and high school and like listening to different kinds of music in that way, definitely the music that I listened to changed. I think also just like starting to listen to music on headphones made me listen to a different kind of music, or maybe like listen to different kinds of music. I remember once I first started listening to like The Cure and like the Smiths and all that kind of stuff when I was in high school, like that definitely changed a lot too. And because it was like there was so many different things. Like my brother was very much into like punk rock bands and like heavy metal stuff, and I was a lot of that stuff when I was a kid, and I loved that. I loved writing Ozzy on my knuckles and like those little things when I was a kid.
Hell yeah.
And then also just, I love New Edition. I still love New Edition.
Hell yeah.
It's like, so to me, I feel lucky that I grew up in like a real diverse place and I was exposed to so many different things, and all of them were like added to the way that I saw the world, you know, and like, and the fun that I could have. All of that I think is pretty cool.
Man, yeah, that's really cool that you had such a diverse like selection of music. I'm originally from Texas, and I've spent a lot of my life in San Antonio, and that's like a huge metal scene. And so I grew up like almost exclusively on metal, and then kind of found hip hop in college. Like it took me forever, and now that's like my favorite.
What kind of artists?
Newmark and Cut Chemist and Charlie Tuna. And so I remember like Jurassic 5 was kind of like one of my introductory hip hop groups. God, this garlic takes for fucking ever. What kind of kid were you in school?
Naturally, I'm just like a super like biologically like happy person, but I also think that like school, it's just like people telling you what to do all the time, and I don't like that shit. It's weird for me as a teacher now to see how that works, and like how for me to like be an authority figure and trying to tell people what to do, and then trying to like,
you became the man.
I'm
dude.
the man, yeah.
What grade are you teaching?
I teach 10th grade, 12th grade, and I teach journalism, so it's like,
oh damn, so you get them when they're like their most feisty and angsty.
yeah.
Sick.
I run a recording studio at the school.
Sick.
So I have kids doing cool shit. Like after school today, like there was a bunch of kids in there trying to record some stuff. And, you know, they play it for me and they ask for my input on it sometimes. And, you know, I show them how to do little things, but it's crazy how quickly they learn on their own too. So I'll show them how to like use Logic or something like that.
Yeah.
And they watch a bunch of YouTube videos and then they're better at it than I am.
Do they like know that you're in like pretty successful bands outside of the school?
Well, there was a long time when I was teaching and kids that had no idea or like didn't give a fuck. But now it's like a lot of them do know that. But I also think it's weird that Team Sleep went away kind of. And then now the streaming numbers and all of that for Team Sleep is just crazy. In that way, kids have found out about it.
Yeah, especially with the internet and stuff like that. Just like, I wonder what my teacher does in his free time. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, and then just stumble upon that. Chicken. That feels like chicken.
So wait, do we have like amounts?
No.
Okay. Some people bake and like they have to like follow recipes. But I like to cook and I don't follow recipes. But I might fuck up.
Sorry. This cannot be on here because it's going to melt.
Oh, you're so right.
Because chicken is raw.
That is the thing that makes this show so difficult and stresses me the fuck out.
Hey, this shit tastes good.
Oh, damn. Hell yeah. Do you think that being an English teacher changes the way you hear lyrics or like storytelling?
That's so funny. Like, I don't think I pay any attention to lyrics at all. Almost not at all.
Okay.
But this is going to sound like completely backwards. I think when I was studying English, like my degree, I have a master's degree in literature, and like I was always thinking about like the musical part in terms of like literature, completely backwards. And I wrote like a lot of my essays that I wrote when I was in grad school were about, I think I wrote an essay about A Love Supreme, and I wrote an essay about Charles Ives, like this classical composer, for literature classes. And my professors were really cool, like to let me do weird shit like that. But I think I did it backwards.
My entire like music learning experience has been like YouTube.
When I started playing guitar, like YouTube didn't exist. But I remember it was my friend Ming Chang. He wrote on a piece of paper out tablature for the blues scale. And once I was like, I could play these notes and it sounds like blues music.
Yeah.
I don't know really anything about music theory still, but learning just like a couple little keys that kind of unlock things makes it really fun.
Do students ever accidentally remind you of yourself creatively?
Holy! I think my students are way smarter than I am. Some of them are just like get things so quickly. What they're able to do with just like, you know, I'm like telling them, I know like this is how you set up the interface, or this is how you do this, and this is like a major scale or whatever, and then they take that and then go all kinds of crazy places with it. Pretty rad.
Broccoli. Trim the broccoli into bite-sized florets. Then we're gonna blanch the broccoli for 1 to 2 minutes until bright green but still crisp. And then immediately drain and set aside.
Okay.
Listening to your music, really cool, like atmospherics. I got some like soundscape vibes. I really liked the song AQ.
Oh, right.
That was a lot of fun. I feel like in this day and age, like everybody kind of expects the song to just come out swinging with whatever, like to hook you.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy getting high and just like kicking back and listening to music and being able to get taken on like a sort of journey and like painting the picture a little slower is really cool.
Yeah, this band called Tortoise, it is like one of my favorite bands.
I feel like this is the second time I've heard about this week.
Yeah, they're great. And I mean, they put out a record in the last year or so, last few months, actually. I mean,
Okay.
they're a really great band. And like, there's a couple songs that they have like these kind of like chaotic intros. The drummer that I played with in Antiquant and played on the Woodstock record, the Tennessee Woodstock record, his name is Gil Sharon, and he's like very good at playing drums. To have him be able to just kind of freak out and go off over kind of a drone sound, totally inspired by the Tortoise thing, but it came out a little bit different. Came out really cool. I like that. And then the rest of that song's just like I bought a synthesizer and it had a little sequencer on it. And I was trying to learn how to use it. Came up with a basic 4-note, actually the arpeggiator. Just tried to write stuff over that.
With that, what usually inspires you first? Is it the atmosphere, the emotion, like a specific rhythm, image, or like a conversation?
Just having counterpoint, like so, like kind of like a pretty simple bass line, and then being able to layer melodies on top of that. And I'll just write a bunch of different things, comp that, arrange it, start to like work on an arrangement that way. But for me, it's mostly just like trying to like play things and feel them as I play, and then build it on layering melodies on like counterpoint melodies on top of each other.
Yeah.
I started doing that with like guitar parts, because I'm not a good guitar player and I don't really care, like I don't want to be. To have like guitar parts layered on top of each other is super, super fun. And then once I learned how to do that with synthesizers, with arpeggiators or sequencers, I found that I could do so much of that so quickly and just have parts going on top of each other. And it's just like infinitely fun, but I think it's really accessible, can be too, because you can have this mostly like melodic.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I don't have that much understanding of music theory, but enough to where we can, do some cool stuff like that.
I've known so many people that are super talented just by ear.
So we're about to blanch this, right?
About to blanch this. Okay, now I don't want to.
I mean, that's not a splash.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to avoid.
Dump it in
Let's
there.
go.
Come on. Don't worry, a little boiling hot water never hurt anybody.
Yeah.
Hey, I mentioned Al Green. Do you know what happened to Al Green?
No.
His wife or his girlfriend, or I forget who it was, poured boiling hot grits on him when he was in the bathtub.
Oh my God.
Shout out to the Reverend Al Green. Rest in peace.
At least he was in the shower and able to clean it off.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure what happened. To be honest. I think I've heard the story several times. I feel like he must have been quite wounded.
Yeah. Holy shit. Ugh.
There's not enough sympathy for Al Green in this world.
More sympathy for Al Green. Do you think you naturally gravitate towards melancholy sounds, or does that just happen accidentally?
My man Richie knows this. Like, I grew up in a place, in a time when like people were very much into punk rock bands, like Suicidal Tendencies, and like so much of that appeals to me, and I love it.
Yeah.
But I also think I can't walk around trying to act like I'm a badass. You know what I mean? Like, it feels silly to me.
Yeah.
So like, in like heavy metal, like I love heavy metal, and I love rock music, and I love like aggressive music, but I just don't think the world needs any more of that. And, you know what I mean? And like a lot of times rock bands to me is like wrestling. And I would never want to be a professional wrestler. And I feel like a lot of times people are just trying to act like something they're really not.
That is really funny, given that you have such a naturally optimistic kind of demeanor, but you like to make more melancholy, sad-sounding stuff.
All right, so what do we got next?
All right.
Straining in there.
Cook in a medium-sized pan. Add minced garlic. Leave some for later. I appreciate the consistent reminders of that. Add mushrooms, and then cook until garlic is fragrant but not browned. And then the mushrooms should start to brown. And then we're going to add the broccoli and toss it over medium-high heat until lightly charred at edges. There we go. So this is the medium guy. Minced garlic. We're going to only use part of it.
This is.
I always say I'm like Ron Burgundy. Whatever's written on the teleprompter or whatever the instructions are, I follow it to the T.
Olive oil kind of burns at a low heat too, so we got to be careful. If it was my choice, I would use avocado oil, but who knows?
So you do a lot of cooking, it sounds like.
It sounds like it, but I don't actually know what I'm talking about. Acting like I know.
Like you know what's going on?
Yeah.
Hey man, I respect that. Doing great. You're doing great. Hey man, the show isn't called Rocky's Good at Cooking, okay? And then we're adding all the mushrooms.
Don't open that.
Whoa! See?
Whoops.
I did it already.
Damn, the garlic's already starting to smell really nice.
Come on, man. You can't go wrong with these ingredients. If this isn't good,
It's on
we
me.
suck.
It's on me.
I mean, I'm here with you, man.
I know, but
I can't throw you under the bus. That's pretty rough. We made a live record, like Team Sleep, in Woodstock, New York. We played pretty well. And like when I listened to the record, I'm like, I don't think we played that good. I feel like they might have like touched it a little bit here and there. Like we had like one full day of rehearsal.
Holy shit.
And then I was like scared to be in front of an audience, and I was like like nervous, and so we played the song. It's called Your Soul Is Red. And it was terrible. I told the other guys, like, after the set, everybody was like, yeah, we're done. And then I was like, nah, man, we got to go back and play that song. So we played it again, and it was so fucking good. And that recording is, like, the quality of the recording is so good, and the performance is really good. So, like, I love that.
Do you need to do the wobble thing? Mine did that when I played, like...
No, not my knees, but my hands.
Oh, I played a big crowd. I think it was like 7,000 people. Luckily, I'm behind a DJ booth, but my knees were doing this number.
Ooh,
I was like, I'm so glad nobody can see this shit. In a large pan, we're gonna heat oil and add garlic. Then we're gonna add the chicken. Fuck yeah. Add a spoonful of sauce and let it caramelize on the meat. Remove from the pan and set aside on a plate and make sure the chicken is fully cooked. And then we can also add additional seasonings. Do you overthink your own work after it's released? I mean, it kind of sounds a little like you do.
I think one of the cool things is that I can do whatever I want, and like I'm not financially dependent upon playing music. People that are like financially dependent on people liking their music, that shit has got to be really scary. But I feel free to do whatever I want.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for that freedom.
All right, so you guys are gonna have these while you do the next couple questions.
Oh my god.
You all just did it behind the scenes just now.
Oh, easy work. It's good. Do you create more from emotion or curiosity?
Curiosity.
These are gonna be really short answers.
I like this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
The oak is very confidence inspiring. Have you ever had a project become something totally different than what you originally imagined?
I think they all kind of do. To be honest, I mean, I'll start with an idea. I don't really have like a finished product in mind, and I definitely like to kind of do things and see where they go. So to some degree, they all kind of that's the plan. Yeah.
Yeah, I like to be a conduit. I never go in like, I know I want to make something like more dark or something more upbeat, and that's about all I have to go with. And then but even then, I find myself sometimes where it's like gets away and then you fall into something else and just go with it.
I also think it's cool to see like the way that you perceive something and you have somebody listen to it, and then the way that they hear it, and then taking that, building on it from there. And that's also like a part of the discovery process and just collaborating with people. I don't think like I'm skilled enough to really have the end in mind and then work towards that. And it doesn't seem interesting to me either.
What do you absolutely need around you to get into a creative mode?
My house to be clean. At least like
tidy,
yeah.
What makes somebody easy to create with?
Having trust in each other, and like somebody like to work with people, you know, there's always a temptation to like advocate for your ideas. But I think that when people are really good at listening to each other and you have like a trusting relationship, I think that goes a long way. With only 2 people really involved, we've had other people involved, like my friend Chuck has like had a big part of it. My friend Ricky has had a big part of it from Team Sleep. But for the most part, between Gil and me, there's not too many cooks in the kitchen, so to speak. There's 2. It's the right number. Sometimes like he'll have an idea and I'll disagree with him, and then I'll let my pride go for a minute. Like 2 weeks later, I'll realize maybe he was right.
Yeah, that trust goes a long way.
I mean, also like every single musician I've ever worked with is really, really skilled. A little al dente.
Team Sleep, that's got a lot more players in it.
Everybody in that band is really skilled and really good at what they do, and they do different things and they complement each other well. You know, to like have that start as a friendship goes a long way to like building trust.
How do you know when an idea deserves more time versus when it's just not working? Like when do you call it quits? When do you quit putting seasoning into it and you give up on it?
You know what? This is going to sound real corny and really kind of like I'm trying to be, you know, meet the moment, but I really do feel like cooking and making music are very similar. And it's like this. It's like I like to taste things. This is why I can't bake, because baking you have to like measure ingredients.
So much just leaving shit alone too, man.
Yeah, like you have to like follow directions. Whereas when you're cooking, you get to kind of like season it, taste it.
There's like a little formula, but you can definitely go off the rails like they do here. I'm proud of the broccoli. The broccoli turned out great.
I like how this is kind of like caramelizing a little bit.
Yeah. God damn, that looks really good.
To be honest, might be a little overcooked.
Fuck! Honestly.
I'm a thigh man.
I'm an ass man. Chicken ass.
Is that what you tell the butcher when you go in there? I want some chicken ass.
In the same pan, scramble the eggs quickly until just set.
Okay.
Remove from pan and set aside in a bowl. Add a bit more oil to the pan. Add rice. Add soy sauce. Stir and continue frying. Add garlic. Did we use all the garlic? Slowly drizzle sauce. Everything should be coated. Add back the chicken and the eggs. Mix it all together. Once ready, remove both pans from heat and turn off the burner. Do deadlines hurt or help your creativity?
Sometimes pressure helps, for sure. It kind of depends on the people I'm working with too, because like Gil is he's very organized. He's really good at kind of just like managing the band, get taxes done. We have like, like a bank account. Like he's really good at just like handling that kind of thing. Whereas in Team Sleep, like that's kind of my role in terms of just like trying to be on a schedule and trying to push for things to get done.
Yeah.
It's just really like different roles based on just personality dynamics. Chino's obviously like a really busy person and he's got a million different things happening all the time. For me to kind of be just responsible of replying to emails and getting shit done and organizing things as much as I can.
Yeah.
That feels good because, I mean, to me, it's like, it's my shit, you know what I mean? And I like having that kind of ownership over it.
You're working on a short film. You want to tell me about that?
It's funny, actually, I want to be able to perform, but I don't want to do it in like just like a regular rock and roll kind of way where I'm just like standing. It always feels so dumb to me to like, how people have like rock poses.
Oh yeah, the rock fucking.
I feel real self-conscious because it just seems, all of that seems kind of corny. To me, to be able to like work with friends of mine who are like good at like visual art stuff is a cool way to kind of put something together. And with Anti-Quant, like we've put together some film stuff and like some videos. We had a couple little events where we showed some of that stuff, like a film. That to me is way more fun. I also think it's just like more of a new idea and more creative.
Yeah.
The Team Sleep Woodstock record,
Yeah.
like we made it and it was a very, very much felt like we're making like a rock record. But like now that I listen to it, like that record isn't like that much of a rock record, but it just, for Team Sleep, it felt like that. Because part of like that band and like so much of the way that I think of that band and my experience of it is just playing music with Crook. That process is so much more introspective and more like just like we're sending each other things and, listening to music on headphones. So it's a lot less just like a bunch of dudes with amps and drums playing loudly in a room together. But that's what I love about Team Sleep is that we have both of those parts.
Yeah.
They can come together and like the differences kind of, support each other and make it into something that's cooler.
On that note, is Team Sleep putting anything out anytime soon or?
Well, okay, so actually we have that Woodstock record and so I think we're going to release that vinyl.
Ooh, sick.
I think it's going to be a little while. In the meantime, like Crook and I, just like 2 days ago, we're on the phone talking about, like we've made so many songs over the last 20 years that didn't get finished. We're trying to figure out some ways that we can put some of that stuff out, whether it's as Team Sleep or whether we, call it something else. And then figure out maybe like how to present that to people.
Oh, is that the rice already?
So you need to have the old rice to do what we're doing.
All of the rice? That's a lot of rice.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to add the rice, then we're adding soy sauce and stirring until it's fried. And then we're going to add garlic powder. While this cooks, give me a hot take.
Hot take!
The dog owners, which camera are we on right now? Dog owners, contain your fucking pee. Not every place in Los Angeles is a place for your dog to pee. There's people peeing everywhere. There's humans pooping. This is a hot take, and I fucking stand by it, and I'll cut your throat. Damn, I won't.
Homie.
I actually won't cut anybody's throat. Mort and Gatsby, civilized animals. They know where to pee. They know where to poop. You can clean it up. It's no big deal. These dogs are out of control. This is when I get punched in the face and I get humbled.
Okay, so we got to add the soy sauce, stir, and continue frying. Here's the whole thing.
I bet if we did everything out of order, it would still taste the same.
Here, have some rice. Yeah.
It feels, I feel like it's empowering the wrong parts of my character.
Perfect. Thank you.
I think I need a little more sauce. Look, do you see how it's getting a little crispy right there?
Yeah.
It's controversial, but I'm backing this. I'm supporting this. Have you had bibimbap before?
Have not.
So bibimbap is like a Korean rice dish that has like a lot of these same ingredients. There's this one that's served in like a hot stone pot and it gets a little crispy.
Ooh, I bet that's fire.
It's really good. I'm trying to make an excuse for what I'm doing. Have you ever had Persian food? Iranian food?
I actually don't know if I have.
There's some very nice crispy rice dishes that come from Iran as well, and I want to salute them for making beautiful food.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And also, while we're at it, fuck those people that started that war. From the bottom of my heart.
Leave Iran alone.
When I say those people, you know I'm talking.
Chicken? And see, it looks good because I manhandled it earlier.
You know what? Sometimes you have to show dominance.
Chicken boss.
Otherwise, the chicken might just go fucking buck wild.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the gawk wild. Are you a teacher or a musician first? Ooh, tricky.
They're the same thing.
Yeah?
No, but
the immediate back.
But it sounded profound when I said it. So.
We're gonna slice that cucumber, toss it with rice vinegar,
I know what we're doing.
salt. You got that part figured out. A little sugar,
Yeah.
and some sesame seeds.
Okay, I'm gonna do this.
Has your definition of success changed?
No, actually, maybe it should have. I always felt like what it meant to be successful making music was just to be proud of what you make.
Plate and finish. Light drizzle of some sesame oil and sesame seeds. Ooh, there it is.
Right there.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Cheers. What flavors hit first for you on this?
On that bite, it was like the texture of the broccoli. But then to me, like, I love savory foods and I love salt. The sesame oil is kind of like that kind of nutty flavor, and I like that too.
The soy sauce is popping. I always love soy sauce on anything. Yeah, I love savory too. Like, are you normally someone who notices textures or flavors first?
Probably flavors.
Mm-hmm. There's only like a couple of textures I can't really mess with, like jellyfish. Awful.
Wait, did you eat jellyfish in China?
Mm-hmm.
It's like crunchy, right?
It's like eating an eraser. Gummy with like a little bit of like a crunch to it. Yeah.
Friedbites _Todd_finalmix.way.
Show everybody what you made.
Thank you from SoundBites.
That is awesome that it's a file
Can I
name.
keep this and put it on my refrigerator with a magnet?
What do you want more of moving forward?
Some live performance, some kind of like ambient music, but also like pre-recorded things. And, I've done some of that and I'm planning to do more of that.
What do you want less of?
All of the kind of incentives that the consumerism imposes on culture, less of that. And I just wanted like more human creativity and more kind of adventurous creativity.
All right, Todd. One final thought. Last bite of wisdom. Take your last bite while saying it.
My mom would be very upset about this.
Oh, most people that don't like people chewing with their mouth closed hate this, but we're doing it.
Shout out to Dory. What's up, Mom? She'll get over it.
What's up, Mom?
Last bite.
All those mean things that I said about people, I meant so that we can all be nice to each other and loving to each other and be happy and do cool shit. Peace and love.
Peace and love with just a little hate.
But if you're Sam Altman, peace and love after I slap the shit out of you.
If you're that lady that cut in front of me at Ralph's 2 days ago, eat shit.
Yeah, fuck that lady.
Todd, thank you so much for joining us today, man. That was a lot of fun. Super informative. That's it for this episode of SoundBites. The food's gone, the stories have been told, but the flavor sticks around. I'm Rock Samson. Stay hungry, stay inspired. Fuck me, we were so close.
That's how that episode ends.
SoundBites is brought to you by executive producers Unajensen, Rocksamson, Jensen, producers Veya Vereux, Emilia, Holt, Justin.Gonzales, Cindi, Jensen, episode cast Rocksamson, guest, director of photography Rich Abagon, camera A, Rich Abagon, camera B, Justin.Fleuriel, sound, Justin.Fleuriel, Jensen, music by Rocksamson, Jensen, Ben Katzman, editor Unajensen, Emilia Holt, hair and makeup Pj.Olay, logo by Chili Millie, production associate Rick Monsey, photos and videos courtesy of guest, LA Recording, and pros at LA Recording.